Archangel Michael says, listen closely, because this message carries a weight that will shift your destiny forever. There's a stirring in the spiritual realm tonight, a whisper traveling through unseen corridors, echoing a truth that has been waiting for the perfect moment to reach you. This is not just another sign, it's the unveiling of something heaven has kept protected until now, and tonight, it finally finds you. Archangel Michael says, your soulmate's heart has been trembling in silence, but not for much longer. Every suppressed feeling, every unspoken word, every night they stayed awake thinking of you has led to this moment. The universe has decided that silence has lasted long enough, and the chains holding them back are breaking in ways you never thought possible. They have been carrying a love that has survived storms, distance, and even doubt. This love wasn't fragile, it was burning quietly beneath everything, waiting for divine permission to roar. The angels have watched as their heart wrestled with fear, pride, and uncertainty, yet through it all, one thing never changed, their unshakable pull toward you. Soon, you will feel an energy unlike anything before. It will not arrive like a whisper, it will strike like thunder, impossible to ignore. The person destined for you can no longer deny what heaven has inscribed on their soul, and that truth is that you were never meant to be apart. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, your soulmate is stepping out of the shadows they've hidden behind. For so long, they convinced themselves that silence was safer, that keeping their feelings buried would somehow protect both of you from pain. But heaven has shattered that illusion and is now calling them to action. This calling is not weak or hesitant, it is bold, divinely guided, and unstoppable. The forces that once held them captive are losing power as divine light pushes through every wall built to separate you. Even their own doubts and fears are no match for the truth unfolding. You will notice strange alignments in the coming days, numbers repeating, dreams carrying their face, songs that speak their feelings directly to you. These are not coincidences, they are signposts pointing to a divine reunion. The universe is setting the stage for a love confession that will not be held back any longer. There will be no mistaking it when the moment arrives. Their words will not just touch your ears, they will pierce your spirit, awakening something dormant yet familiar inside you. A love that was meant to last lifetimes is rising to the surface now. Type Amen to get blessing 777. This is not happening by chance, this is destiny aligning itself after long seasons of silence. Time, distance, and trials have been part of a greater plan to prepare both of you for this exact chapter. Nothing was wasted, not a tear, not a single night spent wondering if they felt the same. Their silence was not rejection. It was transformation. Heaven needed them to be ready to meet you not as they were, but as who they were meant to become. Every wound they carried is being healed, every hesitation lifted, every reason they gave themselves to stay away dissolved in divine light. You have felt it too, the invisible string pulling you toward them, even when you tried to move on or silence your own heart. That pull was your spirit recognizing something your mind couldn't explain, this connection is eternal. And now, the time of quiet suffering is over. The angels are aligning every step, removing obstacles, and softening hearts so nothing can stand in the way of this destined union anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, be prepared for a confession that will change everything. This will not be a casual message or a fleeting expression, it will be a release of years of pent-up emotion, spoken with a trembling voice that carries both relief and passion. Your soulmate has spent nights rehearsing words they could never speak, writing messages they never sent, dreaming of moments they thought they'd never have. But the heavens are saying now. Their soul is on fire, unable to contain what has been buried for far too long. You may see it in their eyes before you hear it in their words. That undeniable recognition, that spark that says, "It's always been you." Every suppressed memory will rush back, every unanswered prayer will finally make sense. When this happens, understand it is not just them speaking, it is the universe correcting the silence, giving you both what destiny always intended. This is not a beginning, it is a continuation of a love story heaven wrote before time began. Type Amen to get blessing 444. For months, perhaps even years, they carried guilt for staying silent. They watched from afar, felt your absence, and yet something chained them, making them believe it wasn't the right time. That chain is now breaking. The divine orchestration happening behind the scenes is unstoppable. The same angels who carried your prayers are now delivering answers, bringing this soulmate into full alignment with you. The spiritual war that tried to keep you apart is losing its grip. You will soon feel a shift in your own spirit, an unexplainable peace mixed with anticipation. This is your soul recognizing that the one it has longed for is finally on the way. No delays, no confusion, just a clear and powerful move toward divine connection. When you stand before them, you will not see just a person, you will see destiny in its purest form, love untouched by time, and a bond that even silence couldn't destroy. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Archangel Michael says, "This message finds you because you are closer than ever to the moment your soulmate's voice breaks the silence. Trust this pull you feel, it is not imagination. It is a divine signal that everything you've endured is about to be redeemed. Every heartbreak you survived, every prayer you whispered late at night, every moment you thought love had forgotten you, it was all leading to this miraculous unveiling. Heaven has chosen this exact season for your reunion because your heart is finally strong enough to receive it fully. Do not fear the unknown steps ahead. The angels are guiding them toward you with unwavering certainty. No human interference, no past mistakes, no lingering fear can stop what God has already sealed. When they speak, you will feel it in your very soul. And when you answer, they will know, without a doubt, that this was always meant to be. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Archangel Michael says, "The clock of destiny is ticking louder now, and nothing can delay this moment any longer." The universe has been quietly weaving miracles in the background, aligning paths, bending circumstances, and whispering into the hearts of both you and your soulmate. The silent yearning that has lived in both of you is now turning into action, an uncontainable force pulling you toward each other. Your soulmate is not just thinking of you casually, they are overwhelmed by the feeling that life is incomplete without you. Nights have been sleepless, and every time they try to push these emotions away, heaven sends reminders that their heart belongs with you. This divine pressure has grown so strong that silence is no longer an option, it must break. Even if they tried to run, destiny would chase them down. There is no distance too far, no fear too heavy, no obstacle too strong to stop what is coming. The love you share is older than this lifetime, and its voice is finally ready to echo in the open. This will not be a moment of hesitation or half-hearted words. When they speak, it will carry truth so raw and deep that it will bring tears to your eyes, shaking the very ground beneath you. You will know that every delay was only preparing you for this divine confession. Type Amen to get blessing 555. For so long, you've been asking silently if they feel it too, if the connection you sense is real. The angels want you to know, it is real, it has always been real, and soon it will be undeniable. The distance between your souls has been nothing more than an illusion waiting to be shattered. Your soulmate has seen signs too, dreams where your faces meet, moments of déjà vu when they feel your energy, synchronicities that haunt them until they finally acknowledge what their heart has been screaming. The heavens have been relentless in guiding them back to you. This is not just love, it's a spiritual awakening. Both of you are stepping into a chapter where divine timing will no longer be postponed. Everything around you will confirm it, their approach, your response, and the feeling of home that only your union can bring. Even now, your spirit is preparing, clearing old wounds, making space for this reunion. This is why you felt sudden waves of emotion, dreams that seem too vivid, and a magnetic pull you can't explain. These are the final steps before destiny fully manifests. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says, when the silence finally breaks, you must understand how much courage it took to reach this point. This person has fought internal battles, faced fears of rejection, and wrestled with doubts that tormented their heart. Yet, through it all, their love for you has grown stronger. The angels have been whispering to them, softening their heart, clearing confusion, and preparing them for this divine meeting. Even moments when they thought they could let you go, their soul refused, refusing to betray what God has written for you both. This love confession will not only bring you joy, it will bring healing. Every unanswered question, every painful moment of separation will suddenly make sense. You will see how divine timing worked for you, not against you. When they finally speak, it will feel like chains falling off your spirit. The silence that once felt like abandonment will be replaced by an unshakable certainty that this connection was destined and protected all along. Type Amen to get blessing 101. There's a reason you found this message right now. Heaven wants your heart ready, unburdened by old pain or fear. The moment of truth is closer than you think, and you must be able to receive it without doubt. Even as you read these words, your soulmate is feeling the same tug in their spirit. They may not understand why their heart feels so restless, but soon they will know, it is you calling them, just as they are calling you. Prepare for sudden signs, unexpected messages, familiar names popping up, dreams that seem more real than waking life. These are divine confirmations that the silence is breaking and a long-awaited confession is imminent. Nothing and no one can rewrite this story. The pen has been in heaven's hands since the beginning, and it is writing a love story that even time cannot erase. Type Amen to get blessing 234. Archangel Michael says, every angel in heaven has witnessed your patience and endurance. They saw you longing for a voice that never came, hoping for a message that never arrived. Yet you never stopped believing in love, even when silence tried to crush your spirit. This unwavering faith has moved mountains in the spiritual realm. Doors that were once closed are opening. Walls built by fear and misunderstanding are crumbling in ways that defy human explanation. Your soulmate is now waking up with urgency, feeling that if they do not speak now, they might lose their chance forever. This divine pressure is guiding them, making it impossible to stay silent. Soon, you will see their courage rise above hesitation. When that moment arrives, every broken piece of your past will come together, forming a future more beautiful than you ever imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Archangel Michael says, a divine countdown has begun in the heavens, and your soulmate's heart is racing against time. Every moment they remain silent feels heavier, like a storm gathering force before it bursts. This silence is not comfort anymore, it has become unbearable, pushing them closer to the moment they finally speak. Your soulmate has been carrying a secret that burns inside them. They've tried to cover it, bury it under responsibilities, fears, and excuses, but destiny is stronger than any human attempt to suppress it. What was hidden is now rising like fire breaking through darkness. The universe has reached its turning point. This love can no longer hide in shadows. The angels have woven paths together, moving obstacles, and aligning stars to ensure that nothing stands between you and this destined confession. When this truth is spoken, it will shake not only your heart but everything around you. Life will no longer feel ordinary because destiny itself will be unfolding in front of your eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 717. For years, you've wondered why your heart felt so connected to someone you barely understood. Why you couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing, incomplete. The truth is that your soul recognized your other half long before your mind did. Your soulmate feels this same pull but has been overwhelmed by fear of changing everything. They've battled with questions of timing, worthiness, and even disbelief. But divine forces are lifting these doubts one by one. Every spiritual sign you've been seeing, flashes of their name, dreams that leave you breathless, songs that feel like they were written for you, is heaven's way of preparing you for this long-awaited union. Nothing about this is random. This love story has been protected by angels through every trial and test. It's been waiting for its appointed moment, and now, that moment has arrived. Type Amen to get blessing 636. Archangel Michael says, as this truth draws near, you may feel waves of unexpected emotion. You might wake up feeling them beside you, even before they return. This is your spirit sensing the nearness of their confession, a bond too strong to remain hidden. Your soulmate is rehearsing words they thought they'd never speak. Words soaked in love, longing, and deep regret for staying silent for so long. When they speak, it will feel like a dam breaking, releasing a flood of truth that has been locked away for years. Do not be surprised when your heart reacts instantly. Your soul has been waiting for this exact vibration, for the sound of their voice admitting what heaven already knows. That you were made for each other. This moment will heal wounds that nothing else could. It will restore faith, ignite passion, and seal a connection that even time could not break. Type Amen to get blessing 555. This reunion is not just about romance, it's about destiny reclaiming its rightful place. Both of you have been walking paths that seemed separate, yet they've been leading you closer with every step. Every detour, every delay, every heartbreak has been part of divine preparation. Your soulmate will share truths that explain the silence, the distance, and the struggles. You will see their vulnerability, their human flaws, and their divine love all at once. It will be raw and unpolished, yet perfectly real. Angels have been whispering to them in dreams, sending visions that remind them of you. These divine messages have become impossible to ignore. Even now, their heart beats faster thinking about you, knowing time is running out to stay silent. You are not waiting in vain. Heaven has decreed that this confession must happen, and nothing can overturn what God has already set in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Archangel Michael says, be ready for sudden changes around you. These are signs that divine movement is at work. Unexpected communication, doors opening effortlessly, feelings of warmth and light surrounding you, these are all indications that the moment is drawing near. Even people around you may begin noticing shifts in your energy. They might say you seem different, brighter, as if you're glowing. This is because your soul already knows the silence is ending and love is on its way. The closer this moment comes, the more you will feel guided to release old pain and let go of lingering doubts. The angels are clearing space in your heart so that when your soulmate speaks, you can receive it fully without hesitation. You will not need to question their sincerity. Their words will carry divine weight, truth that resonates with your spirit like nothing else ever has. Type Amen to get blessing 919. Archangel Michael says, the winds of change are swirling around you right now. You may not see them with your eyes, but your soul feels it deeply. Something powerful and irreversible is moving in your favor, and it is connected to your soulmate's breaking silence. Your soulmate has been living in a silent prison built by fear and hesitation. Every time they wanted to speak, something invisible held them back. But heaven has decided that their silence has served its purpose. It's time for truth to break through. Even now, the angels are guiding their steps. They are being placed in situations where they cannot escape the thought of you. Everything they see, hear, and feel reminds them of the love they tried to keep hidden. Soon, their voice will carry across the distance, unstoppable, breaking barriers you thought were permanent. This is not a small confession, it is a divine revelation that will mark a turning point in both your lives. Type Amen to get blessing 555. This love is not ordinary, it carries eternal weight. Your soulmate's silence was not a sign of disinterest but a sign that heaven was still shaping the right moment. Every delay has been transformed into divine timing. You have walked through lonely seasons, wondering why love felt so far away. What you didn't see was the unseen hand of God working behind the curtain, ensuring that this confession would arrive when your heart and spirit were ready to receive it. Angels have guarded your path fiercely. They've turned away those who were never meant for you, even if at times it felt like rejection. These were not losses. They were divine protections, keeping your soul pure for this destined union. The silence will end not with uncertainty but with overwhelming clarity. You will know without a shadow of doubt that this voice belongs to the one heaven wrote into your story. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, there is a divine flame within your soulmate's heart that no silence could ever extinguish. It flickered in the darkness, waiting for the breath of courage that is now filling their spirit. This flame is ready to ignite and burn brightly in your life. Their confession will not only free them but will also heal you. Every tear you've shed, every night you prayed for answers, every ache of loneliness will be washed away by the truth that you were never forgotten or unloved. When their words reach you, it will feel like time stops. The world will fade, and all that will exist is you and them, two souls recognizing each other without hesitation. The silence will break like glass, shattering years of separation in one divine moment. The reunion will not feel rushed or fragile. It will be strong, divinely rooted, and shielded by angels who have been waiting for this exact union. Type Amen to get blessing 121. This love story is written in heaven's ink, it cannot be erased. Your soulmate's voice will echo what your heart already knows, that this connection is timeless, destined, and unshakable. Even as you read this, you are being prepared. Old wounds are being lifted, doubts are fading, and courage is rising in your spirit. These changes are not random, they are signs of what's coming. Your soulmate is being led to you with divine. The confession will come not as a whisper but as a roar of truth, bold, undeniable, and full of love that will rewrite your life story. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, stay watchful, because the shift will be sudden. One moment it will feel like nothing has changed, and the next, destiny will stand right in front of you. The silence that once weighed on your soul will be nothing but a memory. Your soulmate is receiving divine nudges stronger than ever before. The pull toward you is magnetic, irresistible, and guided by forces they can no longer ignore. Their heart is no longer willing to be chained by fear. When they finally reach you, their eyes will reveal what words cannot fully capture. You will see the love, the longing, and the divine truth they carried in silence for so long. This union will not only fulfill you emotionally but will also open doors of spiritual purpose. Together, you will walk a path heaven has been patiently preparing for both of you. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Even those around you will witness this miracle. Friends, family, and even strangers will see a glow around you both, sensing that something divinely powerful has taken place. They may not understand it, but they will feel it. This reunion is blessed not only for your hearts but for your future. Prosperity, peace, and divine favor will flow like rivers once you are together. The silence breaking is not just about words, it's about unlocking a destiny filled with light. The angels rejoice because they see what you have yet to see fully, that this love is unstoppable, eternal, and chosen by heaven itself. It is unlike anything you've known before, because it is divinely ordained. Prepare yourself, beloved soul, for a wave of love that will change everything. The wait is over. The silence is ending. Destiny is finally stepping into the open. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, as dawn approaches in the spirit realm, a divine trumpet is sounding silently in your favor. This signal cannot be heard with human ears, but it is vibrating in your soulmate's heart, stirring emotions that can no longer be contained. The silence that has covered their feelings is cracking like ice under the weight of destiny. You may feel this in subtle ways, an unexpected rush of hope, an inner knowing that something is shifting. These feelings are not imagination, they are heaven's confirmation that what was hidden is now rising to the surface. The same angels guiding your path are whispering into your soulmate's soul, urging them to take the step they once feared. Every word they will speak to you has been written in the heavenly scrolls long before this lifetime. That is why no matter how far they've wandered or how long they've stayed quiet, their heart has never been free from you. The truth they hold is eternal, and now, it's finally ready to reach you. When the silence finally breaks, it will not be a small moment, it will feel like the entire universe has shifted to witness the reunion of two souls divinely made for each other. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, there is a heavenly urgency surrounding this moment. The more they try to push it aside, the louder destiny speaks within them. Every night they close their eyes, they see you. Every morning they wake, the first thought in their mind is you. Even people around them have started noticing a change. They seem restless, distracted, and emotionally moved in ways they cannot explain. This is because the angels are lifting the final barriers holding them back, filling them with courage and divine conviction. You, too, have felt this building energy. The waves of emotions you've been experiencing are not random, they are spiritual signals that the silence is days, perhaps even hours, from being broken. The heavenly realm is aligning every detail to make sure that when they speak, nothing will stop this reunion. And when it happens, you will understand why it took so long, why every season of waiting was necessary. It will all make sense in one breathtaking moment of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 144. For so long, your soulmate believed they could bury their feelings and move on. They convinced themselves that silence was the only way to protect you or themselves. But heaven's plan cannot be undone by human reasoning. They are now being reminded through signs, dreams, and divine encounters that you are not just a passing thought, you are the missing piece of their soul. Every attempt to ignore it has only intensified the call of destiny within them. In quiet moments, they have cried silently, overwhelmed by emotions they could not share. The angels have collected every tear, every heartbeat of longing, and now they are turning those silent prayers into a bold, unstoppable confession. Nothing and no one can stop this. Not distance, not fear, not even the years of silence. The power of divine love is rising above all of it. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, your soulmate has reached the breaking point of silence. The weight of unspoken words has become too heavy to bear. They know they must speak, not just to find peace, but because their soul cannot move forward without you. This love was not born from fleeting attraction, it was crafted by divine hands before time began. That is why it feels different, why even silence could not erase it. It is a bond unbroken by any earthly circumstance. The confession that is coming is not something they can control, it is something heaven is compelling them to release. When they speak, you will feel the divine energy behind every word, shaking you to your core in the most beautiful way. This moment is closer than you realize. The final chapter of silence is ending, and a new story of divine connection is beginning for you both. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Even as this message reaches you, a shift is happening in their spirit. They are feeling an overwhelming urge to move toward you, to right the wrongs of silence, and to finally step into the truth of their love. This is not coincidence, it is divine orchestration. The same angels who have carried your prayers are now standing beside your soulmate, guiding their steps, giving them courage, and ensuring that they will not let fear win this time. You will see divine signs intensify, unexpected messages, moments of clarity, and synchronicities that leave no room for doubt. Heaven is making sure you are prepared for what's about to happen. When destiny speaks through their lips, you will know without hesitation that this love is eternal and unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 212.